Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Nobody respects a hypocrite. Nobody respects a hypocrite. And what made me think about this is this video clip I heard with this woman, right? I don't know who this lady is. And she was upset and there was some outrage about this guy, David Johnson, who I never heard of before until I looked him up after this. This guy is supposed to be the new Black Panther or something. And this dude was out with a snow bunny. He's walking around. I guess he may be on a date with a snow bunny, and she's pretty upset about it. Check it out.
We don't want this man as our new king, Black Panther. Listen, I for one don't care who people date, but the Black Panther means so much to our culture and represents so much within our culture. The way the actor who plays the Black Panther behaves in his real life matters. We don't need a man who prefers the snow bunnies.
The picture that you seen that came with that video clip right there, that's not the lady, but that's how I would imagine she would look. That's what she represents to me. You know, it's a whole lot of groups of these weird, detached, angry Negroes, so-called feminists, you know. I mean, it's ridiculous, the things that they, big hypocrites, you know, because you seen this guy, David Johnson, as the new Black Panther. Whoever he is, you know what I mean, an actor. They believe he's dating a snow bunny. They see him out with a white woman. This guy is a British dude. He's from the UK, probably from the Virgin Islands or Nigeria somewhere, originally his family. But in the UK, if you know anything about the UK or the optics, right now they rarely are producing black children. You know, my man, Jamaican brother, Junior, one of my boxing friends from over there, I used to talk to him about this all the time. And I used to ask him like, yo, do y'all even have black women there? Like, he was fully black, but that's what they doing over there. It's a whole biracial wave. You got a black man over there. He's trying to be somebody in life. Most of the time, he's going to be searching for one of them snow bunnies over there. I don't know what it is. People from the UK get in the comments. There used to be somebody on the original channel in the comments from the UK that knew more about this, but it's like over there, like maybe they're giving out stipends or something if you're a black man and you go with a snow. I don't know. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of khaki colored people over there. If you notice, a lot of them, you know, you see a lot of soccer players or football players or even like them girls from Flowetry and all that. They usually have a white mom. It's the UK. So this guy right here, David Johnson, who's playing this Black Panther or whatever, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's from the UK. He's going to be with the snow 90% of the time. That's what it's going to be. Now, this not saying that that's a cool thing or nothing, but this delusional woman here speaking, she represents the mentality of so many Negroes. Now, my thing is this. First, this is a fake movie. That's number one. A lot of delusional Negroes. This is fake. Wakanda is not real. And this is the same reason why me, okay, I'm not saying anybody else has to do this. That first Black Panther that came out, I never watched it. This is why I never watched it. One of my friends was like, hey, you're not going to see it? I'm like, nah, I don't want to see it. Because by then I was kind of done with movies, really. And I felt like I had enough movies before that in my movie database to last forever if I want to watch something. But I was like, it's stupid to me. You know what I mean? Because I know how our people are going to react to that, from wanting something so bad and our people being beaten in the head so bad from white supremacy and all kinds of other racial disparities, that our imaginations kick in and we start thinking this stuff is real. You had people out calling Atlanta Wakanda. You had black men going out getting that haircut, like they got grown men, not little boys. And I was telling them, I said, yo, this movie is for adults. This ain't for no kids. This is for the imagination of adults. You know what I mean? And they still really believe that that stuff is real. We seen people yelling Wakanda this, Wakanda that, all this other stuff. I'm not knocking nobody who went to see the movie or nothing like that. I can't do that because people do whatever they want to do. I was just telling my friend like, yo, nah, man, I'm good. I don't think I want to see it, because I know what it's going to do. Like it's just going to turn into this whole big delusional type situation, and it's going to make black people feel, when you get beat up and beat down for so long, you start using your imagination. And what black people went through and go through in America, that imagination kicks in to where we get a lot of symbolic things, that they give us, and we start thinking is real. That's from abuse, man. We start getting, Obamas and Wakandas and Black Panther movies and all kind of stuff. We start thinking that stuff is real. You know what I mean? And at that time, when that movie came out, I was, I'm not really wasting my time to go see that. And please don't take this as a knock to anybody that wants to see this movie or the other one. I'm just talking about me. I don't think that somebody who goes and sees it, something is wrong with them. I'm just saying the overall mentality, the emotions of black people, we can't handle stuff like that because of this abuse situation that we're dealing with. Now, this movie is not real. You know what I mean? This movie is not real, it's fake. This woman is saying that this movie means a lot to our culture. It means absolutely nothing. And if she want to go there with it, this whole Black Panther Wakanda thing was created by white men. It was created by white men years ago, back in the 60s, the late 60s. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, they created this Black Panther. They created this Wakanda. You know what I mean? The T'Challa, whatever the name is, and all that. They created that. Okay, it came from these white men who made these comics. Now, they say that this came out a few days after the Black Panther Party was formed, but who knows? Did they probably steal that idea or something from the Black Panther Party? Maybe they knew some spies who were in there, and maybe members were talking about, we're going to form our thing. It could have been years ago that they was talking about this, and the white man went and told, or the spy went and told his, hey, they got something called Black Panther. And then they said, let's make them, you know what I mean? They could have stole that. Yeah, they could have stole that, but we don't know. But we know this Wakanda, it came from these white men, okay? And black people really started thinking that this was a place. It's like, snap out of it. If you want to make this a black pride thing, this came from white men and it's fake. Now, the brother made the movie, Cogler, the Cogler brother, he made the movie. But if you want to be all like that about it, number one, it's fake. It's not reality. It has nothing to do with our real lives. And it came from white men. So the movie is fake, it's not realistic, it has nothing to do with our culture. The guy in the movie is an actor. Now, the issue with him being with a snow bunny, again, this is a black guy from the UK, I didn't even know. More than likely going to be with a snow bunny and love white women. Not saying, okay, this is it, it's good. He doing what he want to do with his life. Now, all these big time black guys in Hollywood, I don't care where they from, the UK, America, they from your hood, they from Mississippi, they from New York, whatever. Big time guys in Hollywood, entertainers, men, women, they love white people. They love white people's draws. They have a white handler, whether they're a black man with a white woman or a black woman who's loving the white man and up under him. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So in order to be valid in what you're saying and telling people don't go see this guy's movie, you know what I mean? If you're somebody who wants to watch movies, you just don't go see it. And if you're going to put it like that, you got to stand on your principles. You got to draw the line in the sand. You can't pick and choose because you think this guy right here, he looks corny or we ain't really behind him. Do that all the time so people can respect you. Do that with all these big time actors in Hollywood who love white people. In order for this to be effective, okay, I would get it if we said, okay, listen, y'all, we don't support any actors in Hollywood, entertainers who are married or date snow. White man, white woman, whatever. Okay, then at least 30% of our people will have to get on board with that, at least to put a dent in it. That's not the case, and it'll never be the case. Because too many people are hypocrites. You know what I mean? They're hypocrites and they bringing things up when they want to, when it fits what they want to do or how they want to feel. This is a guy right here. You can look at this dude and tell he looks like a nerdy dude in Hollywood, you know? So if for what this woman is saying, for it to make some sense, you have to do that all the time. You have to have boycotted the whole Stella got her groove back, whatever. What's that Taye Diggs movie? All of that, all the Jamie Foxx, all the Diana Ross music, you know, that Power guy. What's the dude name in Power with the snow? Precious, the big girl. She got a white. All that for you to make some sense in what you're saying, and for anybody to respect you, you would have to say, we're boycotting all these movies and entertainers, any one of them that's laying in the snow, a snowman, a snow lady, whatever, we ain't supporting none of it. The Power, Jamie Foxx, Taye Diggs, Diana Ross, Terrence Howard, a lot of these dudes, man, not just this little dude from the UK because he looks kind of nerdy or whatever. You would have to say that to all of them for anybody to respect you. You know what I mean? And you won't. And you won't because you're too scared to miss out on something. These celebrity Negroes know that all they have to do is say something that keeps you emotionally engaged, manipulate you, and they good. So it could be the same Negro, the same black man right here, right? Just say it's the same black man. Boom. Mirrored life of another black man. The one who says he's a Republican for Trump, the black people are going to hate him. The one who says that he loves Hillary, he loves Obama and Bill, they're going to like him and give him a pass. They can both have had 20 white wives their whole life. They don't care. As long as you manipulate them and you keep them emotionally engaged, they're going to be okay. This is what's wrong with these hypocrites. This is why nobody respects people like this. All these guys, you would have to cut off the support. You're scared to draw the line in the sand. You're not going to be sturdy. You're not going to do it because you know you can't miss out on food, entertainment, social outings. You can't fast. And that's very high on the priority list of most of our people. Now, I'm not saying that what that lady is saying is not a good overall idea if that's how we're going to carry it. But you're not going to carry it like that because black people want to pick and choose. Oh, well, we can say, oh, this one and then that one. And then we can say, no. You can do that. No. It's either yes or no, right and wrong, draw the line in the sand, and that's what we rolling with. And too many of our people cannot do that. So they'll say this about this little dude right here because he's running around with the snow, but they love power. They love seeing that dude on there who loves the white woman. You know, they love to see Jamie Foxx things. They want to call Venus and Serena and Ketanji black excellence. Byron Scott, that guy. That one right there, I don't understand two people. I don't understand the Ketanji and Byron Scott. That's when I knew Negroes were just searching for something that they could say, oh, just happy about. You serious? These are people with white people. White people don't play like that. Byron Scott, black people taking pride in what kind of mogul he is or whatever. He's with a white woman. White people don't play that. She has social superiority over him. Everything that he is doing, she's involved. She's the boss. Believe that. Ketanji. You had black people sticking up for, they saying this, but so what? She was put there by a white supremacist man. She answers to a white man. That's what it is. No other culture where people are trying to advance in some kind of way would they be okay with this. Too many people want to sit back and pick and choose. That's why nobody will ever respect you. We couldn't even boycott when those Chinese people killed Latasha Harlins. Should have been cut them stores off. You know, stuff like things that we don't even need, though. That's the thing. It's not even things that we need. We don't need these entertainers in certain movies. You know how much other stuff we could be watching or doing. You know what I mean? And look, I'm not telling people what to do. People can do whatever they want to do. I got my own thing. People got their other thing. But don't be calling people to your little mission. You know what I mean? And you know you a hypocrite with these issues. You supporting homos like Don Lemon and all these other, whatever, man, these lizards. And come on, man. Stand for something. stand for something. Anyway, people, get in the comments. Let me know what you know about this or this dude in this movie. I never heard of him before, but I never heard of a lot of these new actors or whatever. Link in the description.